Hi everybody, welcome back. We're back again. We're still here, not gone anywhere yet. Although after last week's episode, there was a couple of close calls. But anyway, let's introduce ourselves.
I'm guest star Lady Gaga.
And I'm Big
Ice
Luke.
Cube.
Oh God! Even though after last week's episode we were just we were debating whether we should carry on, got a little bit off the beaten track, but it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? We will carry on. It's Indistinct Chatter, and that's what we're here for. Anyway.
I'm guest star Lady Gaga.
God, really? Anyway, I'm Big
Ice
Luke.
Cube.
Oh God, why?
You keep saying it too fast. I am guest star Lady Gaga.
Okay, whatever. I am
Ice
Big.
Cube.
Oh God, why? And that's it, right? Okay, I'll do that. Right, let's just crack
Roll
on.
the intro.
Oh God. How you been? All right?
Yeah, I'm gonna quit the voice now.
Yes, please
Yeah.
stop pretending to be
that.
Lady Gaga. But I do like the look.
It's very
It's different.
I feel very in my body. I feel very affirmed like this.
But you're not one of those people that sort of that's gonna now sort of want to be different pronoun and things like that.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what we're starting with.
No, we're just going. I mean, I'm just asking.
I mean, this is girls' hair.
Yeah, I know. Just what I'm saying. So it looks different. It's a bit loud. It's a bit sort of
Loud.
well, it's pink for starters. It's a bit quirky, but I gotta say, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. But you can tell it's a wig and not your own hair. But and also, I tell you what, the other thing you look a bit like. You look a little bit what's that thing like manga? No, what's that
Anime.
Japanese anime? You look a bit anime. You look a bit like. Isn't that not anime? I don't know. I've never been.
Oh yes, the classic anime.
I've never been into anime. Anyway, come on. Let's not. One thing I want to say.
I'm trying to appeal to the anime audiences.
Yeah, let's get a few. Well, we need a few people back after last week, shall we?
Let's try and appeal to a different audience.
Let's just try and be. I don't think we weren't political, was we?
No, we weren't political.
And
I think
also
it was just
we weren't political, and we wasn't.
I think we forgot that we were on camera and we just started talking how we usually speak.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of it, surely.
Yeah, but it got a bit.
It got a bit dark, didn't it? There was a
lot that I had to maybe bleep out a little bit.
Yeah, and there were segments in it that were like
it could be offensive. Maybe I'll put
It's not. I don't think it's offensive. I don't think we ever offended anybody. I mean, there's a lot more. You're not allowed to say that.
Sorry.
But that's right. You cut that bit out. I mean, that's the beauty about like
you'll never know what we say.
We're not live. We can say what we want.
You don't even know what I'm saying right now. You don't know what we're saying.
Well, they do, because you're not going to cut that bit out.
Well, yeah, you don't know that.
Right, but either way, let's get serious on this. So we probably went a bit, and also I'll tell you the other thing that was more disappointing, as far as shows are concerned, we went too long. It was just too long.
Very long,
far too long. You know, I think our own self-importance got the better of us, and we didn't realise where we were going. So today, promise you, it's going to be short and sweet. We're going to stick to what we came here for today. We're going to address the problems. Is it?
Yeah.
The Carpenters.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, who's Sabrina Carpenter?
Oh, she's a singer.
Oh, okay.
She's the one
I thought it was like the Carpenters, who was a really good band.
She sings "Think About Me Every Night." Oh, sweet espresso.
Sorry, I don't know.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Sorry, I don't know. I thought you were talking about the Carpenters that had they had so many hits. I can't think of one. I think it was like what was one of their songs? I can't think now. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we don't want to do
that time where Jesus started a boy band.
We don't want to go what we done last week. We're just constantly we're just drifting off into subjects. But like let's just talk about this. You know what, I'm going to just start straight off the bat. I'm going to talk about people with umbrellas.
Right? The weather's been rainy recently. That's how we can segment into that. The weather's been rainy.
Fair enough, but I don't care, right? To me, an umbrella is. Let's start with a man with an umbrella. You should straight away be
Executed by firing squad.
Executed is harsh, but you should not. You're not a real man. Basically, you're not.
Even women with umbrellas.
Women with umbrellas is equally as
And
annoying.
you want to know
I don't see the point in umbrellas.
And you want to know my least favorite part? Short people with umbrellas.
Oh,
because then it affects the tall people like us, where you're poking us in the eye with your dumb friggin' umbrellas.
With your stupid umbrella. It's, I don't know. I mean, umbrella is, to me, is, come on. We're meant to be professional. We're meant to be professional and we're not. Right, so I think people with umbrellas is, number one, it's one of my biggest icks. When I see someone with an umbrella, they're cumbersome. You're already losing one hand. So you're already doing this.
Oh, I think if muggers were attack...
You're a little bit scared of getting your little head and hair wet. Oh no, I've got an umbrella. Oh, look at me. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh, I've just poked somebody's eye out. Oh, sorry about that.
That was Fetty Wap's backstory. Back to Fetty Wap. No, but what annoys me, what was I going to say? Like, people who are muggers, just go for people with umbrellas because they always have one hand.
They deserve it.
Can't say that.
Well, they do. Look, can we excuse any umbrella? Is it a wearer? Are you an umbrella wearer or are you an umbrella user?
An umbrella wanker.
I think people that have umbrellas, please have a look at yourself. Have a good look in the mirror and go, I'm an insufferable dork, right? Because I've decided to go out this morning and my precious hairdo is more important.
Even me, I straighten my hair. I've got really thick hair, by the way.
Pink hair.
I've got a pink bob, and when it gets in the rain, it gets all frizzy and stuff like that. I will personally choose not to use an umbrella. I'll wear a hood. In fact, I'll just go outside and be like, well, it's over with.
There you go. Out. And I mean, there you have it.
I've accepted my fate at this point. I'm going out.
And also, there you have it. You're not made of sugar. Yeah, you're not going to melt. Yeah, you're not.
I'm melting.
We're in the day and age we live in, right? The day and age we live in, you can wear a raincoat, perfectly acceptable. You can wear a hood, perfectly acceptable. Even, do you know what? I don't like these, but I'd tolerate someone with a poncho.
That's what I was going to get onto.
It's fine.
Do you know when people buy when they go on water rides at like Fort Park or something, they buy like the 99p ponchos?
It is.
Get fucked.
It is quite.
You were going on a water ride to get wet. Don't sit there and put on a friggin' poncho like an idiot, or pay for to get the blow dryer thing.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm with you. Although it's so precious, isn't it? If you're like, oh, I mustn't get wet.
You're going to dry in like 20 minutes. Trust me, I've been there, done that. Wore the t-shirt. I'm a Thorpe Park enthusiast.
And if you're not, then so what? You're just a little bit wet. You're a little bit damp. You're a little bit uncomfortable. Doesn't matter.
You're already a wet wipe, so it doesn't change anything.
It really doesn't matter. To me, like. But we're here to talk about umbrellas. Let's not do what we done last week and go off the beaten track. So we've established raincoat, fine. Poncho, if you have to, you really have to, fine. But please, just leave the umbrella at home, man. What is the need for it? It's also, I'm pretty sure it makes zero difference. I've never used an umbrella. I've never stop that now. Right, I've never used an umbrella ever. I've had an umbrella maybe once or twice when I was. No, I've never had an umbrella. I know what an umbrella is, but I don't think I've ever used one.
You used to wear togas, didn't you?
Ha ha ha. No, but I just don't see the point. It's like I've always been of the opinion that I'm wasting a hand. I've got a hand that I'm using now to. I mean, people have invented stuff, haven't they, where they've got like an umbrella that straps it a bit and it's like over their head.
Stupid idea.
Well, at least you then got the two hands free. So I suppose it makes.
It's stupid. Just wear a hood.
Listen.
Shut the F up.
Thank you very much.
You look ridiculous.
To me, it is a ridiculous thing, and to me, it makes no sense.
And that's me saying that. You look ridiculous.
Exactly. And I mean, and you're a girl, and so I can just about excuse a woman with an umbrella because obviously there's hairstyles come into it, and you know they don't want to get wet and they don't want to get their hair wet, especially if they spent a lot of time and a lot of money on it, you know. But it's really not doing much. You're still. Rain is unpredictable. It comes from all angles, so it might be coming this way, it might be coming that way. Sometimes there's rain that feels like it's coming from up underneath, do you know? And you're just in the elements, and then here you are blowing. And have you ever seen it when people are walking and the umbrella just goes poof and just goes,
and it's just catching.
It just goes whoosh like that and just blows up, or it blows away, or they're being dragged. And Oh, it's just nonsense. Just stop it, man. What are you doing? Like, that to me is one of my biggest icks. I hate even saying the word ick because that's like a modern term, but it's my biggest sort of bugbears or things that really irritate. Pet peeve. It's a real big pet peeve. It's a real big pet peeve of mine, and it sort of grates on me when I see someone with an umbrella, and especially if I see a man with an umbrella.
Why would you bring gender into everything, bro?
Well, because unfortunately gender does exist, and we'd have to agree that majority of men tend to be the sort of more masculine race. Or it's not a race, is it? It's the more masculine.
Yes, I think men do seem to be a bit more masculine.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. So masculinity plays a part,
and females tend to usually be feminine.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. This might be a hot take, guys. Might be steaming.
And if you're that concerned about your silly hair or outfit getting wet, then quite frankly, we're revoking your man card. I'm having it back. You're not part of us. You're not one of us. Get lost.
Oh no.
And then, I mean, but even, I mean, as I said, umbrellas in general annoy me, and women that have them annoy me. The only kind of umbrella I will accept is the one.
Is it? It is a funny one.
No, it's like a cocktail. You know, like if you've got a cocktail, there's got like a little umbrella in it.
Yeah. No.
That's pretty. Yeah, so
well,
that's what I want to. I mean, no, it doesn't.
Or what they called? What they called the the ones that go on like seats and stuff like that on holiday, protect you from the sun.
That's a sun. That's a sunbrella, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with them because
you're
trying for people to get. You're trying to create a bit of shade. Although, having said that, if I'm on holiday, I want the sun. I want. This is why we've come here for. You know,
you also don't want to get melanoma, love.
No, you don't. So... But at the same time, you do want to be. You want to see a bit of sun, put a bit of factor 30 on. Done. You know, bit of factor 30 on, and enjoy the sun that you've paid a lot of money and travelled to.
Who are you?
Travel to enjoy it. You know, and I know it's a sort of subject that sort of there'll be people going, oh, well, I've got an umbrella. Well, don't stop doing it. It's annoying. It's pointless.
Fuck you and your umbrella.
Exactly. But I mean, even like with the umbrellas, it's like people that moan and cry about the weather in general tend to annoy me a little bit. You know, some days it's really hot. You know, I mean, we had it I think the very first time we come in the shed to record an episode, it was so hot. I think it was the hottest.
Day one viewers will remember that.
Day one viewers, Mum and
and Lexi.
Mum and Lexi, yeah, they're the other two, and Hermione. But I mean, you know, it was that hot. But again, I don't think I moan about being hot and uncomfortable, but you'd never catch me moaning about the weather. Oh, it's too hot. Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's too cold. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, it's hailstones. Oh, it's too mild.
It's a tsunami.
Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's just like stop.
No, but that's me down to a T. I complain about everything I possibly can, especially when I'm really happy. Like everything's going really, really well for me at the moment.
Right.
So
good.
The only things that I can possibly complain about are the weather and the climate and stuff like that.
I don't know. I mean, to me, it's like, you know, it's God's creation, whatever weather it is, and especially living in the UK, you should be grateful that it rains. There's places in the world where they do not get any rainfall. None. Nada. They're sitting there and they're absolutely...
snow in Africa this Christmas.
Oh, God. How many of them have you had? None. Okay,
this is not
This is not. I think maybe we need to. I think we need to be like on the waters. But no, generally speaking, I think that whatever the weather is, that's the weather. There's places in the world where it doesn't rain, it doesn't snow, it doesn't do any of these things. So we should just be grateful for what we've got. What is the big deal here? Like, you know, it's raining.
What's
so
the big
what?
idea?
Raining, it makes sure that, you know, we can live in this green and pleasant land. You know, the earth is getting
rain at night. Do something else. Like I can't handle the rain, like especially when it's like pissing.
Yeah, but if
you're gonna rain, do it. But don't sit there and give me a bit of drip. Don't give me a bit of spit.
You're contradicting yourself. Just now you said if it's gonna rain, then do it. So it is doing it. It's doing it when it.
Just do it.
This is Mother Nature.
Go the full way.
This is Mother Nature. So it's doing it. It wants to do it. It needs to be done when it needs to be done. It all works. The world works in unison with each other. It works as a sort of a climate and as a thing. And if it rains, it rains for a reason. It needs to rain.
The only thing that isn't united is the people. Let me tell you that.
That is true. But ultimately, we won't get into that. But
this will be a long
and we don't want to do what we done last week. We'll go off on a tangent talking about people that we didn't really want to talk about, that don't deserve to be talked about, and
It's a podcast episode of an apology video.
it's not, well, that's a bit of both. I do feel a bit bad about last week because it was kind of sort of, I kind of watched it back and I was a little bit like, yeah, you know what I mean? We've had some good fun, and we'll continue to have fun doing these, but at the same time, I don't want to get off the reason why we're doing them. We don't want to be where we're annoying ourselves and
every
others.
time we do one.
Yeah, exactly. Mind you, that wig is slightly just. I'm looking at you, and it's like it's crazy how a wig. So now, do you know what would happen, right? So if you walk down the street now and committed a crime, yeah,
okay,
they would be looking for someone
with pink hair.
Pink hair.
Well, with the pink wig.
Or pink
I think
wig.
I've got a very distinct face, though. I haven't got a face that would shout. Like, you know, if you were to,
some people,
you know, some girls who just look. I've noticed this now, and I think it's because we're all slowly but surely becoming the same person. Where you see a group of girls and they all look exactly the same.
Yeah,
or a group of boys, they all look exactly the same.
Yeah, you do see that because but that's more to do with like style and dressing and things like that.
No, so I think it's now turning into like
it's morphing into
your sisters are brothers. Oh wait, what's it?
Your sister's your brother.
Your sister's your brother.
Your dad's your mother.
Your dad's your mother. My mum, your dad.
Your sister is your brother. Your auntie is your mother. There was a song. There was like a football song like your sister is your sister is your brother. Mother. No, your sister is your mother. Your uncle is your brother. You're all together. Something I can't think of the song. And also we don't want to. I mean, again, we're going off. But yeah, so that was just. I just had to get off my chest with people with umbrellas, man. They just irk.
Anyone with umbrella, we're gonna come kill you.
Stop it, man. Just stop right now. What you're doing. Have a good look in the mirror and go, what am I doing here? Am I that concerned about my hair getting slightly wet? Am I that bothered about my clothing getting a few driblets on it? Just stop.
That is annoying, to be fair, though, when you get like rain on your clothes.
Of course, it's annoying. Of course, it's annoying.
You want to rip your skin off.
I'm not ever going to say that it's not.
But for some people, it's the only shower they've had, so the rain's pretty good.
But at the same time, you just got to respect that that's Mother Nature, more powerful than me and you will ever be, more powerful than anybody on this earth will ever be. So just respect it. Thank the heavens. You know, if it rains, just go, thank you. Thank you it's raining. Thank you that I don't live in a country that it doesn't ever rain. And if you live in a country that doesn't ever rain, say thank you. Thank you for the sun. Thank you that I can live in this fantastic place where I can sunbathe all year round.
I hardly think people from Somalia are watching this podcast.
Does it rain?
No, I don't think it rains in Somalia. It's quite hot there.
I don't
know. I've never been.
Well, do you remember that time when we went to Greece on holiday?
That time we went to Somalia.
No, right.
That time we went to Greece. Yeah.
That time I went to Greece on holiday, and remember I went in the shower and I turned the shower, and then there was no water.
There was no water, and when we went to a restaurant and they had water, everyone cheered, and I was like, "Is this not a basic necessity?
This is not a basic necessity. Isn't this a basic
Don't we need
amenity?"
This? Like, yeah.
And then they had to, and then I saw we was outside, and that's the swimming pool and still everything like that was still there, but the showers didn't work because now this place we went to only had like 1.5 days rainfall a year. Imagine that. So there's 365 days on average. They have like they only have 1.5 days rainfall every year. So they have to ship in water, and they had like these water tankers that would go around to the hotels, fill up their water supply, and that's when we could shower. And I remember seeing it, and I ran into the shower and I saw the tanker, and he was filling up the hotel's like supply, and I was ready in the shower waiting. I'd already put the soap and everything in my hair, and I was like ready and waiting.
You put soap in your hair?
And it's shampoo actually. And I just flicked on the shower and I was and the selfishness in me was like, you know, I don't care. I've not had a shower now since the day before.
So nothing's changed.
No, God. But I thought that I don't care how long this. I'm gonna use every drop of that water that comes out.
Like Drew Barrymore in the rain.
Oh God! But yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. But yeah, just what was I talking about that again? Oh, we're talking about rainfall, blah 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 blah. So, yeah, so it is. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That brings me to that. So that place had to ship in more and do all this. We're like, we don't have that problem here. Do you know what I mean? Just be grateful for when it rains. I can stand the rain. Right, what else do you want to talk about? It's going to be a short episode, people. I promise you.
This will be very, very short. I cannot stand when there's people people my age. I can't stand people my age. Already. I don't like. They're just not funny. Like, can I say that? Is that alright to say?
Well, that's not alright to say, because there's plenty of people your age that are funny.
Yeah, sure, me. That's about it. I would say I'm very funny. It's one thing that I'm hilarious.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
hopefully the viewers will see that one day.
Are we getting that? No, and I think all my friends, the people I associate myself with, are very, very funny people. They have humour.
Yeah, but that's why they have your humour. So there'll be a group.
Oh no, I don't think they have I think they've developed their own humour over time, and then our humours kind of just like match up with each other.
But then that's not fair, because there'll be. I mean, I've been in groups of people where they're absolutely pissing themselves with laughter at each other, and I'm thinking,
well,
mate,
yeah,
you're not funny.
And there is a type of that one thing I don't like about people my age is they love to take. I say this as like I'm an old person, like I'm like, do you know those?
You are
do you know
wearing
those
a
people?
wig. Right, come on now. Sorry.
Do you know those people who think they're older than they actually are? That's sometimes what I feel like. But I am, to be honest, I'm nearly 18. Come on,
old
I'm
beyond
over
your,
it.
you're old. You feel that you're wise beyond your age.
And I'm here. I just wasn't made for these times. Ugh, Beach Boys.
Yeah, I know the Beach Boys are. They've actually got daughters.
You went to school with them, didn't you?
No, but let's just on that, right? So you're saying that, okay, you found your group of people, you found your tribe.
I love
that.
them.
Doesn't mean that other people are not funny, but I know what you mean, though, because I've spent time in a group of people where I think you're just not funny. There's nothing funny.
Yeah, there's certain elements where I'm like this.
You flock together with birds of a feather flock together. So you find some people that you find
they are like hilarious. I think all my friends are very, very funny.
Yeah.
And we all have very different humor, but it still manages to link up in a way.
Yeah.
I sometimes meet people who cannot take a joke, and two cannot make a joke for the life of them.
But do you not think that comes with knowing people and comes with comfortability? Because if you meet somebody for the first time, you might just think, oh, they're a bit stiff, or they're a bit like,
no,
you know what I mean? But the reality is they might not know.
These are
yet.
people who I have known for several years who have yet to make a joke ever in their life. And it starts to worry me, because I'm like, how could you live a life of this much boredom?
Yeah.
Do you know when you meet people and they have really boring parents? You ever met anyone with like really boring parents?
Yes, I married one once. But yeah, no, I mean,
I've met people with boring parents, and it's just like, I see why you are the way you are. And I don't want to ever be like, oh, you're boring.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because your parents maybe don't have a lot of humor. I would say I come from a line of very funny people, a bloodline even, of very funny.
On one side. And
She watches
this. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, no. But
Mama's very funny. And so are you. And I think that's where my humor kind of comes from. And also I grew up watching a lot of comedy and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I mean, that does shape you as well. But then, again, I reiterate. So your friends, you find what you find funny with your friends. I mean, I've seen people that don't crack a smile, and I think to myself, surely this must be difficult to constantly keep this facade, or even worse, some people just bowling around, just constantly angry and screwing, and you think to yourself, what are you trying? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to act hard. You're trying to look tough. You want people to believe you're this hard man or this hard girl. Or this
hard girl,
or this tough.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
This tough person.
Oh, you're talking about like, kind of like. Ooh.
Yeah, when people just walk around and they never smile, they never crack a smile and think. And I don't know. To me,
some people can't take like.
Some people can't take jokes, but they're good at dishing out jokes.
You can dish it, but you can't serve it. And that is one of my least favorite things. I will be able to take a joke as much as the next person, as well as dish out one to someone.
But it depends what the joke is. So there might be jokes that some people think are funny that you don't find funny.
There aren't many jokes that I don't find. Like, I was talking to someone about this the other day, where offensive humour can be quite funny if you do it right.
Totally. I mean, offensive humour is the best
comedy.
Humor. It's the best humour. I mean, that's the whole point of it, because you.
And if you like offensive humour, watch the last podcast episode.
And yeah, I mean, and totally. And I think, and again, and you're absolutely right. I think people some people are too precious about
Some
any
people
kind
are
of
too like, yeah, some people are way too offended easily, but some
easily
people
offended.
don't know how to make that kind of offensive joke, and they go, "Oh, it's just dark humor." No, you are just being blatantly racist and ignorant. There is a certain level.
There's
There's
a
a
level,
fine
but I
line
think you
between
can.
being racist and telling a racist joke.
But I think also, I think with that is, I think it's where it's from what you can tell when someone's being horrible about somebody, you
Yeah.
know, and whether it's racist or sexist or, you know, they're making
Homophobic
jokes about or homophobic or making fun of people's height, their
Who's ever
height.
made fun of your height?
No, I'm just saying, but people, you make fun of short people, you make fun of disabilities.
Yes.
We know we know where we're going with this. So there's an array of things that you could poke fun at within people, yeah. And there is a difference of, you know, when someone's being horrible and when someone is being funny. Do you know what I mean? And I think that comes with comfortability around people. So you might have friends where you can be, you know, you can tell a certain joke, yeah, or you can tell jokes, and they won't straight away poo their pants and go, oh, how dare you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, other people where you don't know, and that is why it comes with things. And another thing about humor and fun in general is context. So yeah, you might take a sentence that was said and go, oh my god, that is terrible. However, in what context was it said? In what setting was it said? In what way was it said? You know, was I smiling when I said it? Was I, you know? And this is the sort of thing. So humor is very, very hard to.
Yeah, but a lot of people now do have people who were boring and never really had time to develop humor.
Yeah.
Have taken it from social media and kind of just used that. And don't get me wrong, I make the odd TikTok reference now and then. I won't say I don't. I know a bunch of people who do. I know a bunch of funny people who do. It's a common thing to do. You're constantly online. You're obviously going to pick up on these references, but it's now gotten to the point now where people who've never had time to build their own personality are now just copying other people's.
Yeah.
And that is what annoys me and kind of bugs me, and I don't like that. I mean, I've grown up and I've always kind of just had being funny. I was never like, and that's not even like.
I mean, I'd like to think, even growing up, I was always quite funny.
Yeah.
I mean, the other day I remembered when I used to drive in the van with you. And remember we used to get to that. It was like a really low bridge.
Yeah.
And then I used to say, "Oh, girls, you've got a duck now because well, it was you and Hermione.
Oh, okay.
And I said, you've got a duck now because we're going to hit the. If you don't duck, we're going to hit the.
We're going to die.
We're going to hit the roof's going to hit." And then imagine like we're in a van and both of you just like be ducking down like that, thinking it's going to make any difference.
And it's just not a joke. That's actually quite mean.
It's not mean. It's funny, isn't it? It's like it's just humorous.
Yeah.
And you know, and just little things like that. Now I'll tell you what wouldn't be funny. For example, if and some people see this as funny, like, you know, like and this is where I often, I'm on social media and I'll be scrolling through and I'll see things that I don't find funny. I'll tell you one thing that I absolutely, the type of humor that I absolutely hate is one-sided humor. If the other person's not in on the joke and you're just trying to humiliate them.
Yeah, that's mean. That's really mean. I don't.
There's one that can be seen as like, oh, it's quite funny.
Or embarrassing people in front of, like, I know a lot of girls. Would I? I've met particular people.
Yeah.
Who I don't associate with anymore.
Yeah.
Who will embarrass other girls in front of boys to make them look better.
Yeah.
And to make the other girls look like shit.
But you get that in boy groups as well.
There'll
be one whipping boy that they'll pick on to make themselves feel better, and it's bullying. That's what it is.
I never want to be that type of girl, so I always make sure I'm very like my humor.
And withdraw yourself.
My humor is very like, I'll insult my friends and stuff like that, but then when I kind of do insult them, I want to make sure that it's on.
Okay. I don't think yours is. Oh yeah, it is.
I want to make sure that like everyone's kind of in the same boat as me, and they're not feeling embarrassed and stuff, because there's nothing worse than feeling embarrassed.
And also with that, I mean, it's quite a simple solution, isn't it? Let's say you make a joke, right? My first thing would be, if I didn't like that joke, or I didn't like that humor, or that sort of prank or whatever. Like, I hate pranks anyway. To me, they're not funny. I've never been into pranks really. Silly little pranks. Do you know what I'm
Do you remember
saying?
the gay card prank? Oh, that was good. Taylor's one.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Listen, I'm here for a laugh and things like that, but I'm not a massive fan of like long elaborate pranks and making someone believe something that's not true and things like that. I find it mean. I find it a form of bullying. And you often get a group of like, you get it a lot. You often get in schools and stuff. I mean, obviously you're of that age now where you see it more.
Yeah, I've
But
seen
where it's
a
just
school.
out
I've
and
been
out,
in a school before.
it's just out and out bullying, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's right what you say, where people make put one person down to make themselves look better. I tell you, the social media trend that I just find, how is this funny? Why is anybody laughing at this?
Yeah.
It's the one where they go up to someone and then they go up to their pocket and go,
oh, the Apple Pay one.
I've just took 20 quid off your account.
No, that's that. To be fair, I do find that funny.
No, it's not.
No, but it's like
no. Stop me. If you think that's funny, then you have not got a sense of humour.
No, but it is quite funny when they just go when they go, oh, I've just taken thanks for the money, and then they start chasing them and stuff like that. I think that's
not
quite funny.
It's not funny. It really, really isn't. And one day when you grow up, and that's the sort of mentality that these type of people that do these type of pranks have got, because they're kind of sort of making fun of someone. I mean, let's say, and often it's someone that's elderly that doesn't understand.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty mean.
It's mean.
There was a trend.
It's mean. But they have to do it to those type of people, because people like, if you do it to me, yeah, I'd be like, well, you haven't took 20 quid because you haven't got the thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll just know that it's not possible.
There was a trend. I thought that was very mean, where people would ask like people to record. So hypothetically, I come up to you and say, "Oh, can you film a video of me and my friends?"
Yeah.
And you film it, and then they come up to the camera, flip the camera, and it's like you kind of like, it's just your face, kind of like looking. And it was almost to mock the people that they were asking. So obviously the people like maybe had a disability or they weren't necessarily conventionally good looking.
Yeah.
And it was a horrible joke, I thought it was, because it's just not a nice
murderer. That poor little fly's kids are home now going, oh, Daddy's a bit late today. Well, he's never normally this long.
They've got 10.
Stop now! Just stop killing life forms.
Stop killing life. Stop killing amoebas.
No. But do you see what I'm saying? So, comedy and humour is very relative.
This shed is where comedy comes to die.
So, comedy and humour is very, very specific, and is very sort of personalised. And there'll be people. I mean, we've all got our favourite comedians. We've all got our favourite.
Who's your favourite comedian?
I quite like Ricky Gervais.
I like Jimmy. No, I'm joking. Was he even a comedian? No, he wasn't.
No.
He was a child's presenter.
Can we stop? Because remember what happened last week.
Okay,
right?
okay, I'm sorry.
Let's stop talking about nonsense. Right? They're not welcome on this show anymore. Right?
Well, we're here.
In life. Right.
No. Yes, your favourite comedian is Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais is one of them. I find his humour funny.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when I'm not normally a fan of like American comedians, although I do quite like Kevin Hart, and he's more, for me, he's more like an action, not an action comedian. He's more like a sort of he gesticulates, and the funniest comedian, like, so in my hall of fame for comedians will be Ricky Gervais. It would be Eddie Murphy.
Can we get a female in there? Catherine Tate?
Catherine Tate. I don't find him that funny. There's not many.
Catherine Tate.
Catherine Tate's funny, but more in a sort of a sketch.
Yeah, I like sketch.
I
like that's up my street. Sketch comedy is up my street.
Sketch comedy is quite good, isn't it? You know, and
Jordan Peele and stuff like that.
I mean, Britain in itself is just renowned for fantastic like sketch comedies. You know, like you look back at the Monty Pythons.
Little Britain.
You look back at I never.
Come Fly With Me.
Now, Little Britain was a hit show, and it was very, very rare that they'd done anything where I just laughed out loud.
Really?
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me.
Even now, I laugh out loud about it.
But I'd never go as far as to say they were out of order in anything they did. But to me, it was just sort of.
There were some times where I think it was appropriate for the
funny,
time.
really. Yeah, it was appropriate for the time. I mean, the Andy and his carers.
No.
Oh, no. That was quite funny. Oh, it's going to be a right kerfuffle. Yeah, no. It was quite funny.
I want that one.
I want that one. It was quite funny. And then there was the what was it? Derek. The how very. Oh no, that's Catherine Tate. I've got them two mixed up.
Which one?
Where she goes, how very dare you? No, I'm talking about there was the
and then there was
Bubbles Divine.
Call me Bubbles, darling. Everybody does.
She weren't favoured. Do you see what I'm saying? So
but there was the what were they called? Kevin and Perry.
Kevin and Perry. That was Harry Enfield and the woman that they were funny. Harry Enfield was very funny, and he used to do some great comedy. You know, so there is like a sort of it's horses for courses. There's comedians and there's comedians, but now
there's stand up and then there's sketch.
There's stand up, there's sketch, but I find nowadays we're going into the realms of humiliating people for laughs.
Yeah, I don't find that.
And to me, that is sort of where are the good comedians gone? And I think partly it's because we're moving into a world where you've got to be really careful what you say in general. People don't want to get cancer, especially if they're in the. I mean,
and once again, it brings up my point. No one has a personality anymore, so they're just horrible to other people and think it's funny, which it's not funny. I've had my own personal experience with that. It's not funny. You're just mean. You're just a bitch.
Yeah, and that is true. And also, you've got the issue of people have to. No, I was going to say something before then. So we're moving into the realms of like. Oh, I was just saying, everybody nowadays is slightly guarded and slightly aware because the carefreeness of things are just gone. They've disappeared. People can't. I saw something the other day, and it was like a guy called Bobby Davro, and
Bobby Davro.
I'm already laughing, and he's like a local like comedian. He was on telly for a little bit, and he had some good. I mean, he'd have some stuff where you just laugh out loud, and let it go, man. He's probably said some sexist stuff. He's said some borderline racist stuff, and it was funny, man. Do you know what I mean? And
I think and that's where people don't really understand because people are now very much sheepish. So if one person doesn't like it, now everyone has to stop liking it.
I mean, there was that bloke. I actually met him not too long ago, and he has got a comedy show. And at one point, he was blowing up. I mean, he was huge.
He was blowing up.
He was not on stage.
God, someone better get the fire.
He was really big, and then they just chopped him down to size. It's a bloke called Dapper Laughs. Have you?
Oh yeah.
Funny comedian. I mean, he is funny, and I mean, he made a sort of
Dapper Shots.
He made a joke on stage, and I think it was to do with graping. Yeah,
that's where I draw.
But it was funny.
No. I draw the line at anything like that.
No. Hang on a minute. Let me land. Right. The joke in itself wasn't directed at anybody. It wasn't like an individual. It was a sort of scenario was painted. No, but hang on a minute.
I think it's a disgusting type of joke.
Okay, now that's you, right? Now that's you.
I think it's a lot of people.
Okay, now that's you. The next person won't find a joke about I don't know. I don't want to get political, but I mean, let's say, for example, some people won't find joke. There's people that want to ban things like Little Britain. Well, it probably already has been banned. Or do you remember the Craig David?
What?
I remember because you weren't born yet. But there was like a comedian, and he was called
Craig David.
No. He wasn't called Craig David. He was called man, the name's gone. Sorry, apologies. Anyway, everybody's screaming at the thing now. Well, all three people are watching are screaming at the thing now, going.
All three 16-year-olds.
He used to do this thing, and he had like a seagull on his shoulder, and he used to pretend. He used to do Mel B. He used to go like Crab Pierce, and he used to put these like prosthetic masks on his face. Bo Selector. Thank you very much. And again, there's people out there that found
him. And he did Sean Paul and everything like that.
And he got cancelled, and you know what I mean?
What did he get cancelled for?
Exactly. What did Dapper Laughs get cancelled for? What did whoever get cancelled for? If someone is out there being absolutely nasty, and just telling nasty jokes, because for the sake of it, and people laughing, ha 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 ha. I'll tell you what, I saw that, blah, 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 and then people are laughing, ha ha, belly laugh, because they've
belly laughs.
they've targeted one group of people. Then to me, that is not funny anymore. But then again, you could then look at someone like Dave Chappelle and go, he does that all the time. He's absolutely fine to make his type of comedy. I mean,
I'll tell you who isn't a funny comedian.
He's not a funny comedian.
I was going to say Jimmy Carr.
I don't know. I quite like him.
No, he always gets hecklers,
And
then he's just like, yeah, well, your mum likes me.
I quite like Jimmy
You
Carr.
like him?
Sorry,
Why?
I
What's
quite
he
like
done?
him. He's quick. He's off the cuff. He's
But
fast.
only to other people. His actual setup that he's meant to have isn't funny.
Well, I tell you who I didn't find funny, and that was that guy. He was called. Oh man, I should have been a bit more prepared. He had big ears and curly hair, and he was in the Something About Mary film.
Ben Stiller.
No, not Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller was the main. He was like an English comedian. It doesn't matter anyway. People know who I'm talking about, and I didn't find him funny. You know,
Simon Pegg.
No, not Simon Pegg. No. And this is what I'm saying. Everybody's funny in their own right, but it doesn't have to appeal to me. But at the same time, I don't have to be offended at that. Just because I don't enjoy your comedy, yeah, Dave Chappelle, doesn't mean mean you're not funny to somebody. You see what I'm saying? And can we just leave it at that? What were we talking about comedians for? We've gone on to humour and so. You say what you hate is people that aren't
funny, and
yeah.
I especially don't like when girls my age, and I know a lot of girls do this, and I don't necessarily hate it. It's not something I hate. I don't hate a lot of things, you know.
But I suppose a girl of your age, there'll be a lot of girls your age, and a lot of the humour. There's not been a lot of lived experience. Sorry to say, do you know what I'm saying?
No.
That's just a fact. So you've only really got to go on what you've done in life already, or it's going to be silly things like boys and school and homework and the sort of the very sort of, I mean, the older you get, the more sort of lived experiences you have, the more sort of things you've seen and witnessed and heard about, and but I mean, this is the thing with comedy, like it's not every comedy is for everyone.
It's not going to be.
But
for
at the
everyone.
same time, you cannot be
but
offended at people, and at the same time, you can't say, "Oh, they're not funny because they're not like me."
But, however, there are some people who are just fucking boring, and they need to be addressed.
That is true.
How do you not have a little bit of funny bone in you, at least?
Yeah.
It's insane, and I'm not just saying that because there's some people who don't laugh at my jokes. Fair enough, you don't have to laugh at my jokes. Even my friends don't laugh at my jokes sometimes. Even you don't laugh at my jokes sometimes.
I do actually. I do laugh, but it's usually out of sympathy. So no one else.
Well, no one else is laughing. It's just us in here.
Oh God.
But there are just some people out there who are very, very just lackluster.
Yeah.
And have no
real sense of humour.
No sense of humour. Yeah. No personality in itself.
Yeah.
Because they've never had time to develop a personality.
Yeah. And there's people out there that are just easily offended. There's people out there that are sort of and this is what I mean with a joke. So to me, a joke is
when I look in the mirror.
It's funny, but somebody has to be. For me, what's funny is if everybody's involved. I don't find anything funny
when you're singling out
somebody, an individual, and you're targeting that person, and you're aiming your comedy, and especially if they're not in on the joke. Now you're just a bully. I mean, there is one guy on Instagram. There's one guy on Instagram that I actually quite like, and he's sort of doing that, but he's not. So he goes up to people and he asks them questions. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes like, "Well, what's the capital of Iceland?" Yeah.
Reykjavik.
Okay, you know that, but you'll be surprised how stupid the nation is, and there'll be so many people that'll be going like,
I won't be surprised.
Iceland, it got a supermarket or something. Do you know what I mean? And you'll get them Taiwan, and as soon as they say something, he looks at the camera like that, like with a dead straight face, like, and it's like that in itself.
But
is
even
just
then,
hilarious.
Sometimes I can't wait for the day that someone comes up to me and tries to do one of those stupid fucking quiz things on me, because I would smash it so hard.
Unless it was a maths question. then you'd be pretty much screwed. Right. Anyway, come on. We promised not to go long.
Yeah,
Again, we've done 45
too long,
minutes.
but I
Too
think it's been
long,
good.
too
I
long.
think it's been
I
good.
think it's been quite good, and I think again what we've learned from last week. I'm bringing it up again.
I love how we do our little WWs and EBIs at the end of this. Like we do our what we thought was good and what we thought was.
We have to. I mean, we're learning. I mean, we're new to this. We're not.
It's a learning curve.
We're not doing it for anybody other than ourselves. And
yes,
but at the
this
same
wig
time,
will be back.
At the same time, we want. What did you say? This wig will be back.
This wig will be back.
I mean, there's the 5.
I feel like I've had a revelation.
The
like
5
I feel
viewers,
a bit.
the 5 viewers that we had has gone down to about 2 now.
No, but I just feel a bit like, you know,
pink.
It's tickled pink.
A bit anime. Anyway, it's been fun.
It's been a ride, guys.
It always feels like we should round the episode off with something, but there isn't anything to round off. We've covered what we came here for. It's 40, again, we've done 40 minutes plus. We were going to keep them like half an hour long. Motor mouth here. And, but yeah, anyway, that's goodbye from me and the wigged one.
The Wigmeister. Lady Gaga.
Have a good night, people, and thanks for listening in.
Over
and out.
I think I need a haircut.